Hello, hello. Lainey Savante here on the Nourish Your Soul Show. It's been a minute since I got on recording, and it's been a busy time in my life with a lot of things going on. Just came back from Costa Rica, and I'm here with Angela Orora Medway Smith to share so much wisdom for you today. And I realize that there aren't consistent shows these days, but when I'm doing a show, it's because I have something very special to share with you and someone very special to impart that wisdom for the planet. So today I'm blessed to share space with Angela, who is phoning in from UK today. So let me just say a few things before I hand it over to this amazing being. I've had the extraordinary opportunity to work closely with her. She's an international best-selling, multiple times best-selling author. She's a practical mystic. She's a mentor. She's a spirit guide. She speaks with the angels. She has a heart of gold. She's got so many gifts to share with the planet, and she does. Written many, many books, including The Energy Healer's Oracle, which I have been gifted to have a chapter in last year. I'll be in her upcoming volume 2. We'll be speaking about that. She's also in the chapter book that I am the lead author of now called High Vibrational Wellness. So we are very intertwined. We also have a very exciting project of a future book and many speaking engagements and retreats to talk to you about today, including Greece, which is coming up in August. So without further ado, it is my honor to bring you Miss Angela Aurora Medway Smith.
Oh,
Hello.
bless you. It's so good to talk to you, Savante. I just love our chats.
Yes, me too. We can go on and talk about so many things in so many layers in so many planes of existence. And the world really needs the wisdom now on every aspect, including how we're feeding our body, right? And how our thoughts and our soul. There's a lot happening in the planet today. So why don't we just give them a little bit of background for those new to the Nourish Your Soul show? Welcome. And Angela, share a little bit about your background and what you do for the planet.
Okay. So I've been working as an energy healer and a clairvoyant since the mid-80s. And my business is called Cariad Spiritual, which means Cariad is a Welsh word, which means love. So my business name reflects who I am, a spiritual being who imparts love. And I do this through all of my work. It's the thread that runs through my work. So I teach healing, I write books, I do spiritual consultations, individual mentoring, so many different things. And one of the things that I am so blessed and so proud of is that I'm a light trance channel. And that means that I move my consciousness out to one side and I allow the angels and the ascended masters to use me and use my voice. So it's not me speaking, it's them speaking. It's a little bit like Abraham Hicks, except that Esther Hicks is in deep trance. So the Abraham collective move her entire body. I work in a slightly different way. I have control. I can hear what's going on and have a dialogue with the being that I'm working with at the time. So yeah, that's a real blessing. So I've channeled 2 books for the Ascended Master Collective. And the other books, the holistic healing books, are about spreading the light and about empowering people to tap into different energetic frequencies, all these amazing frequencies that we have access to at the moment.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. I love that you also teach the Violet Flame Awakening, and I just had an opportunity to have a little bit of that experience with you. Not a little opportunity, bigger opportunity.
Mm.
And I really just welcome people to experience that as well. That's actually a big part of some of the things that you do on a more regular basis, right?
Yeah, in fact I've got a workshop in a couple of nights. So, but for the States it's in the afternoon.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
yeah, the violet flame chakra awakening allows you to work with the violet flame in all dimensions with all the power that this incredible frequency has brought from the time of Atlantis to the present day. And there's a set of very high vibrational healing frequencies that you get access to, and also a higher clairvoyance gift.
Mm.
So you're actually able to communicate directly with your soul and and support people to communicate with their souls as well. So it's really powerful stuff.
Well, I highly recommend that. I was mentored and taught how to teach it. But in these days, with so many wonderful products going on, that might be a little bit later on down the road, but I highly recommend going straight to the source with Angela. So you mentioned Atlantis, and I think that's the perfect segue for this interview,
Mm.
is to talk about our upcoming, we're in March, but we are, going to see August here before we know it. And one of the things that I've been doing, and I know you do retreats too, is create Nourish Your Soul retreats. Many of you have been on them. Some of you are coming to our future ones. But I am so excited that Angela will be joining us in our Greece adventure, August 4th through the 11th. And Greece holds such a special place for me. And I know it does for you too, Angela.
Mm.
And you mentioned Atlantis. So I wanted to just mention a few things before Angela shares how she will be interacting and blessing us there. Is that these retreats, no matter where they are designed to you to really kind of have a retake, a reboot, and a renewal of soul, and an opportunity to see yourself in a much deeper way and understand some purpose parts to yourself and to see some of your lineage that maybe you didn't even know existed in your beautiful soul being. And Greece is so ancient and it's filled with so much mystical energy. I absolutely, absolutely love Greece and I can't wait to go back. And yes, this retreat will be filled with nourishment of food and wonderful cooking classes and yoga and going out and seeing beautiful islands and snorkeling in the water and all that. And we get to nourish your soul with parts to you that are waiting to be revealed. And with doing so, I thought no one better to do that than Angela. So why am I so excited that you mentioned Atlantis and here we're going to Greece? Let's just talk about a little bit of that segue and little in some of the things that you'll be sharing with our wonderful attendees there.
Well, there's a link between ancient Atlantis and ancient Greece. And I won't go into that link because I'll be diving a lot deeper to it
Yeah.
on
Perfect.
the retreat itself. But some of the things we'll be working with is going back into that frequency and bringing back wisdom from those ancient frequencies that you can reintegrate into your mind, body, spirit,
Yeah.
of the you that is incarnate at the moment. We'll be working with the whole of the Greek god pantheon and finding out which of those gods or goddesses your soul wants you to align with at the moment, and the power that they can bring you, because that'll be different for everybody.
Absolutely. And there's men coming to this. Men are welcome. It's
Yeah,
not just females.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we will also be working with Aphrodite,
Hmm.
and so working with the divine feminine aspect of the Greek god pantheon as well. So we'll be doing a lot of different things, and but every one of them will is going to nourish your mind, body, spirit, soul on a vibration, on that sort of inner vibrational level, if you understand me.
Yeah.
So we're working with all the layers, you know, with the food. With, I mean, I just love Greece so much. I'm actually there on a retreat in less than a month as well.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh my
No,
God.
no, I mean, yeah,
Lucky
yeah,
you.
I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm in Crete for a couple of weeks in a few weeks' time. So really excited. I love Greece.
I do too.
Many lives there.
When
And
I think about when I was back in college a million years ago, I think about all the classes that I took, and my degrees in analytical food science and dietetics and nutrition. But I say hands down, other than philosophy, my Greek and Roman mythology course was just. I mean, I was enthralled, and I hadn't gone. I don't think I had gone to no. I had not gone to Greece yet, but I remember taking all the stories and each one of them, and my love of tarot and oracle. I just think about so many stories, but that really, it felt like they were my friends. It felt
mm,
like I lived in those moments when those stories were going on, and yes, some felt a little interwoven, this person and this and Zeus. And the one that speaks to me right now is Arachne. And, I'm always so kind to spiders. Like, there's so many stories that go back to the ancient roots of
mm,
the Greek mythology that I see in everyday life. I'm like, oh, no, no, let me tell you the story of that spider, that sort of thing. And so I feel, again, like those are my friends, and I can't wait to go back and reconnect. And why am I drawn to Athena or Artemis or Aphrodite at different times? And
mm.
I think that's a lot what you're going to speak to as well, is why some of these heroines play such a big role in our current day existence.
Yeah, yeah. And the other thing that I'm beyond excited about is the prequel to our retreat in Paris. Because
Hmm.
we fly into Athens, then
Hmm.
you get to look around Athens. And
Yes.
I'm actually going to go up to Delphi as well while I'm there, and spend a day at Delphi. So you know, these it is just the most amazing opportunity to it. It's about what you do. It's not just about what you do on the retreat itself. It's how you can extend that for yourself before and afterwards. You know,
True that.
there's so much and so many different islands. If you wanted to go on to a different island, that's a possibility, you know.
Hmm. Oh,
Um,
yeah, I wish I had a month. I would be
yeah.
utilizing every bit of it. I think when I was there back, many years ago, I did probably go to, several 6 islands, and then I, traversed my way over to Turkey, and then I spent several weeks there, fell in love with the ruins. That just whole
Mm,
area is just absolutely, divine. And, it's interesting. I was trying to say to a few people how Costa Rica feels very like inward, like you're going deep into the mother, in that jungle energy of the mother, where Greece feels more like so open and expansive, like it's liberating in an entirely different way. And so it's not, when someone says, should I go to Costa Rica or to Greece? I I'm like, you go to both because they're so different. You can't really, you have to know where your soul calls you.
yeah.
But my soul calls me to both. And I'm also a big um, believer in the blue zone diets, which are the 5 zones in the world. And we do actually have a little mini retreat coming up in Florida. But the blue zones are 5 zones in the world where people have lived over 100, and they have a certain lifestyle, the centurions. Well, of
Mm,
course, 2 of the 5 are Greece and Costa Rica. So part of that is seeing what people are doing, what is their lifestyle, what are they eating. And so we're going to go to an organic farm and see how they cultivate some of the best foods on the planet and taste everything. And then, take you to a cooking class so you can see how you can nourish your soul back home, not just on this retreat.
Yeah,
So you really are getting the mind, body, spirit work over.
yeah. And if people are coming from further afield as well, I mean, I'd hop over to Italy. It's just a short hop.
Yeah.
Afterwards, if there are different parts of the world or the Mediterranean that are calling you. Oh, it's really hard to decide, isn't it? Because you could equally go down to Egypt, so there's so many different places you could go from Greece.
No, we're so much the same like that. Let's just go. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to move on to some other topics, but if you are feeling drawn to join us in Greece, please visit us. And by the way, the retreat center is called Okra Blue. So if you go to, we'll actually put this in all the notes, but visit us at SIFT Official, CIFTofficial.com. The information about this retreat is there. Come meet me and Angela, spend a week with us and experiencing some amazingness. And for those of you who are drawn to Atlantis and feel that Lemurian energy, I know Lemuria and Atlantis, there's so many topics we can talk about, but really we'll go, thanks to Angela, we'll have some very wonderful, deep thinking, deep feeling experiences in some of our activities and amongst many other things that we have planned. Just go on the website. It'll tell you everything. And I highly encourage you to book a discovery call with me to really see if this retreat is for you. If you have questions, it's not mandatory to go to everything. It's where your soul's calling to. You might want to go off on a moped and go, explore the island, or come to some of our carefully cultivated experiences we have for you that week. Now, let's move on to some of our wonderful teachings that we do through our writings. As I said, actually, SIFT Center for Intuitive Food Therapy was born last year when I was asked to be in the chapter for Angela's book on the first Energy Healers Oracle. And that had an extraordinary impact on the world, #1 in many countries, all over Amazon. Congratulations to you, Angela, for leading such an incredible book. And now you are getting ready to do #2, which I'm so excited to be in as well. So maybe let's just talk about what made you want to move forward and do another one and bring more wonderful, impactful stories out.
Well, the whole concept of the Energy Healers Oracle was Saint Germain's.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of my main guides.
Mm.
And because I work with many different healing modalities, so I can work with lots of different frequencies, from shamanic to working with, Melchizedek, or with Metatron, or with anywhere in between. So what he said was, this must be really confusing for people who know nothing about energy healing. So
Mm.
it literally, so you need to lead a book. I get told this is how my guides work. You need to you need to lead a book. You need to invite healers who work with different modalities to actually explain what it's like working with those modalities, so people can actually tune in to the energy of that modality. And it's not just, these are your words. It's not something and your story that can actually shine a light on the modality, but also shine a light on the business as well, because I know it was amazing for SIFT. I was absolutely amazing, and for several of the authors as well,
Yeah.
because there's so much that you can do as an author in one of these incredible books. I mean, Cervantes' book is going to do exactly the same thing, but
Yeah.
they have different reasons for being. And the Energy Healers Oracle is about shining a light on the individual master teacher and the individual modality that you work with. So I'm really interested to talk to people who've developed their own modalities, because
Mhm.
this is the kind of space where you can really use the book as a platform to launch this onto the world. But also, shaman who work with different frequencies. So I'm talking to I'm talking to a couple of shaman at the moment.
Mhm.
One who works with earth shamanism, but somebody else who works with Norse shamanism. So that they work very, very differently.
So
So
are you saying you have a couple author opportunities still
I
available?
do, yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I think
yeah.
I'm hearing you say. Okay.
Yes, I do. Yes, yes. So
Do
if
it.
All right. So if you're interested, then reach
Yeah.
out to me. We kick off writing in a few weeks, so now's the time to do it. Just get
Yeah.
in there. And
Perfect.
we're launching on 8/8. I love a portal, so yeah,
Love, love. And it's interesting. We share the same publisher and Laura from Brave Healer Productions. And last year when she said that I was going, she looks at the calendar and, gives you the date it's going to publish, and then she backs it up and,
yeah.
gives you all your dates. So of course today we're beginning with high vibrational wellness. But the date that she gave me ended up was my birthday. And she's like, does 7/16 work for you? I'm like, yeah, that'll work. I mean, it was just amazing. She could have picked anything. So I just believe in all the synchronicities and the magic and the miracles, and highly recommend you consider it if you are feeling that call and you do have your own modality, or you are really deep into, like she said, I'd let shaman, and really speak to Angela. How could they reach you, Angela, if they do want to get in touch?
They can come to me through my website. So
Okay.
Cariad spiritual at gmail.com. But I'll have to put that in the
Yeah,
spelling
no, we'll go
just a
ahead and
nice
note
word.
all that. Cariad, Cariad, spiritual.com, and we'll have all the links to everything we're talking about today. Ah, okay, wonderful. So anything else that we want to talk about? We have so many talk about. Oh, angels. Can we just give them a little hint? First, let me just say that I've been following angels my whole life, of course. I've been deeply connected to their wisdom when it comes to the divine essence of eating and understanding them, and understanding how we can serve our body temple, keeping us most sovereign, staying in a higher frequency, learning to understand colors, and learning how to understand the archangels more and the ascended masters, and how they want suggest us to come into a greater alignment with our body. And so this has been a passion of mine. I've studied that, and I've studied how the birth of the food healing oracle deck and foods come into alignment. And so I then meet Angela, who has really brought forward in this modern day greater wisdom. She'll speak to it in a second about it. And so there's a great pairing between us in a future book that we'll be announcing once we get through some of our other books. But it really is, I think, the next level of understanding on how to nourish the body temple. So anything you would like to add to that, Angela?
Okay, so we have access to all of this incredible wisdom. The angels, the ascended masters, our guides, our guardians, they all want to support us to be the best we can. But sometimes we need a little handbook. And so we are creating practical handbooks on how to work with the angelic realm, and how to work with the ascended master realm, and how to work with other energetic frequencies to nourish your body temple, and therefore to keep your whole being in a state of high vibration. It's, and none of it is rocket science, but
Yeah,
you need a little roadmap. And so that's what we are creating,
yeah,
these beautiful little guidebooks, handbooks, And I'm sure there'll be workbooks to go along with them as well. So
Workbooks,
that,
classes, retreats, who
yeah,
knows? But we know,
yeah,
we're just going to go wherever we're, divinely led. That's all I'm going to
yeah.
say. Yeah.
Actually, we did talk about an angelic resonance retreat in January in
Mhm.
Florida, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
did talk about that.
Yeah, so stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more to share. A lot more. We'll have Angela back on the show. Please check out Cariad Spiritual, Cariad. I love that name. I love when she goes, "Hello, Cariad." I love it. And thank you for checking out Nurse Your Soul show. Please share this with others. If you feel called to join us in Greece for an amazing, amazing heart-opening time, awakening that Aphrodite or Apollo. Men welcome. We do have men coming and couples coming. We have a whole array of beautiful beings already signed up, and we hope you are one of them. Please check out siftofficial.com. Angela, thank you so much for being here. I know we just barely touch the surface of all the different wonderful things going on. But today, in a matter of a couple hours, kicking off the book that I'm the lead author of, High Vibrational Wellness. Angela has a chapter in that, and a lot going on. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to nourish your soul. God bless. Take care.